Hello, I would like to thank you once again for visiting my channel. This is Pick 3 Statistical Categories, and today we're going to do another basic workout with column reading, and this is Volume 2. Please keep in mind that every combination for the Pick 3 lottery is on this channel. Let's get into it.
Every once in a while, this is how we play the game. Nothing is too strong or wrong. When setting it out is always straight to do.
Today, we're going to look at the state of West Virginia. And the reason we're looking at the state of West Virginia is for two reasons. Number one, West Virginia is a state with only one drawing, okay? And they're not the only state with one drawing. So if you know anyone that plays Pick 3 and their state only has one drawing, I encourage you to share this information with them, and it can really help them with their combination selections. Okay, the second reason why we're using this state is because I received a comment in the very first video on how to use column reading with Basic Workout Volume 1. They said that their state was a challenge and they would like some help. So that's what we're going to do today. So right here what we have is the month of August 2018, and this is the overall stats of what their state did for that month, okay? Now, if you've been with me since the beginning, you know exactly what this is. On the left-hand side represents the exact day of the month, and the number on the right represents what column played for that day, okay? Now, regardless of what drawing or what state you live in, I still recommend that you wait 13 to 15 days and allow your state to manifest a pattern, okay? This will give you a general idea of what column is the hottest for your month, what column has not played, what column is the coldest, okay? And you will be able to see a pattern, okay? So for example, right here we see on the first that they played the 4 column, and on the second they played the 3 column. And over here on the 15th, they played the 4 column, and on the 16th, they played the 3 column, okay? Now keep in mind, this state does not play on Sunday. This particular state does not play on Sunday. So as you can see, there's no column for the 5th right here. There's not one for the 19th, and there's one not here for the 12th, okay? So as we can see on the 4th and the 6th, on the 4th, they played the 5 column. On the 6th, they played the 7 column. Same thing down here. On the 11th, they played the 5 column. On the 13th, they played the 7 column. What tends to happen, columns will follow behind columns. Not in all cases, but in some cases they will follow behind each other, or a column will play back-to-back days. I've seen columns play in states 5 days straight. They stay with the same exact column. So that's why it's very important to know exactly what your state is doing, and this will help you win more often, you know, and on a weekly basis. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to look into the 11th and the 13th, okay? So with the 12th not being there, we know that was a Sunday. Same thing up here with the 5th not here, we know that was a Sunday. So basically, they ended the week Saturday with column 5 here, and then when they came back Monday, they started with column 7. And they did the same thing on the 11th. That Saturday, they ended the week with column 5, and then on the 13th, that Monday, they came back with column 7. So what we're going to do is do a basic 317 rundown to see if we can find this combination right here that belongs to column 7, okay? So as you can see, this is the rundown, 317. This was the combination that played on the 11th from column 5, and this is straight. This is how it came out. Okay, if you're not familiar with rundowns, I'm going to briefly tell you how you use this. Okay, so this is 317. This is a rundown. This is a combination. Basically, what we're doing is simple addition, and you're going to continue adding until you come back to the original combination. So if you come up with a total from adding with a double digit, you're going to use the number that is in the ones position to continue the rundown. Okay, so right here we have 3 plus 9 equals 12, so we're using the 2. Okay, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 5 plus 3 equals 8, 8 plus 3 equals 11. Okay, and we just work our way all the way down until we get back to the original combination, which was 942. Do the same thing right here. 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, and we just work our way all the way back down till we come to the original number. Okay, you want to do that with each number under the 317 rundown, and this goes for any rundown. Okay, so 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 7 is 16, 6 plus 7 is 13, and we work our way down. Now, after completing a rundown, I have this squared off, and the reason I have this squared off because this is the heart of the rundown. Okay, this is where you're going to find more than 70% of your combinations. Either they're going to be the inside, the heart of the rundown, or they're going to be sticking out, either the top or the bottom. It could be one digit just in the actual heart, but this is where I really start to look for my combinations. Okay, so as you can see on the 13th, they played 557. So here's the combination right here. Okay, now when doing this rundown, the only combinations I would have looked for would have been from column 7. Okay, so I also would have played 700. Okay, but as you can see, the mirror of 5 was in here, so I would have played 700 and I would have played 557, especially the fact that I seen it up here also. That was a strong indication that that could possibly be, you know, my winning combination. Okay, right up the middle we have 089. That's also a combination from the 7 column. Right here we have 197. You know, that's also a combination from the 7 column. Okay, now with that being said, each whole number only has 22 combinations. Okay, so 0 through 9, there's only 22 combinations, and all of them are listed in this statistical category. You're not going to see all 22 combinations in this rundown, so you're only going to find a couple, and this is what helps you to pinpoint exactly what combinations to play. Okay, now let's go back and look at the overall stats from that month. Now we found that combination that played on the 13th. So let's go back and look. Remember, on the first they started with the 4. On the second they started with the 3, and they also did the same thing on the 15th and the 16th. So now what we want to see if we can find the combination that played on the 16th from the 3 column. Okay, if I would have been working on this state, once we would have got to the 15th, I probably would have missed the 11 and 13th. But once I would have saw the 4 came back, I would have immediately thought about the 3. I also would have considered the 0 because we had the 4 that played on the 9th, but I think I would have been more concentrated on this 3. So we're going to do the basic rundown, which I call is the beginner rundown. We're going to do the 111 to see if we can find that combination. So this was the combination that played on the 15th. Okay, 428. Okay, that belongs to the 4 column. Okay, and then on the 16th, this was the winning number, 409. Okay, which is from the 3 column. Okay, so you can see it right here. Now this combination is not in the heart of the rundown, but you can see it's showing you that it's there as soon as you started, you know, the rundown. Okay, and then we have the heart. Okay, now like I said, there's more combinations in here from column 3. Okay, but we're going to pull out as many as we can. Okay, now you see the 490 right here. The 4 is the only one that's in the heart of this rundown. Okay, if I would have saw 490 here and also up here, this definitely would have been a combination I would have pulled out to play. Okay, but there also would have been others that I would have found that I would have played from. You got 832 right here. Okay, so this is just information that will help you to pinpoint what combinations to play if you follow what your state is doing, okay? If you keep up with the column reading, you will be able to pinpoint combinations if you want to hit big, okay? And that's what I wait for. I wait patiently. You know, the old saying goes, good things come to those who wait. So I wait, okay? I wait and I read a pattern. I wait for it to manifest, and then it helps me to predict which column is going to play, so I know which combinations to look for, okay? I hope that this information has been useful. I also hope that you share this information with others, and we will be doing a lot more column reading, and we will start using different strategies, not just rundowns, but we also use other methods along with column reading to help you find your combinations, okay? Also remember, it's always better to give than receive, and the more you learn, the more you earn. Take care, everybody.
Never.